Sunny TV Arsenal, the final part of the trilogy. We've been on 3 times today. If you missed the other 2 streams, go back and watch them. Your ideal viewing for a weekend. Introducing my fellow partner, Miguel. What's coming up, Miguel?
Yo, it's the Arsenal transfer update show. You guys already know, and we're going to begin now.
Do you know what? Miguel has got us on overtime today, and you know what? We're introducing some...
Bah.
You know what? In one of them lucky little boxes what just fell down, there's a subscription for life for a Sunny TV Arsenal. It's the best channel membership you can ever have. So go subscribe to the channel and hit the like button now, people.
Today's topic.
Let's be our guest on, bruv.
Today's topic for the podcast is going to be, we're going to be talking about Arteta and his plan that he revealed to Willian, which is we're going to win the league. We're going to win the Champions League within 3 seasons. That's his plan. And before we get started, I'm going to introduce the cast. Everybody's here. What's going on, boys? We got everybody here. We're going to start from sunny side, Lavanja, going down all the way to Melbourne.
You know what? Let me introduce these people, right? We've got the proper thing. You know what? If I went to war, these are the people I want fucking behind me. Way behind me, because they're no fucking use to me, I'm telling you. Right? Starting off with the uncle, the godfather of the channel, Melvin. How you doing, Melvin? You alright?
Yeah, good. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, looking forward to this.
Melvin, miss you as always, but not too much. Right? You know what? My brother from another mother, Kesh, love you, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
You know what? Alex Lacazette part 2. Fuck out Lacazette. There's only one JR Decipher.
What's happening?
That joke never
101 Arsenal, Apollo. Big up yourself. Shout out that second best YouTube channel.
Yo, what's going on, my brothers? Arsenal 101 here, Apollo in the house. What's good?
Tell him.
Do you know what? Go subscribe to Apollo 101 on Arsenal. He's got some fantastic people on his channel. Great chat. You know what? Like I said, the second best YouTube channel behind AFTV. No, sorry, behind me. You know what? And there's a newcomer. A newcomer on the channel. Lavanger's Lounge. How you doing, Lev? Big up yourself.
How you doing, Sonny?
You're not a stranger to me, bruv. You started off on Sunny TV Arsenal. Welcome home.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm at Lavanger's Lounge. Subscribe and join me. But I mean, obviously, as Sonny said, this is about his show. Thanks for inviting me on a Sunny-thon, Sonny. I mean, what's the cause today? Are we trying to raise money for Gabriel and Partey to get over the line, or what? I mean, let me know where the GoFundMe page is, yeah?
Do you know what? Gal needs to get live. That's what's going on today. Gal is doing stream after stream after stream. You know what?
Loving the work rate.
Listen, I need to start a GoFundMe to get me one of them audio mics this brother here is hanging with. Jeez!
Who, me?
You know what?
I've been through a lot of hard work to get this mic, man. Trust me.
You know what, bro? You know what it is? If you ain't got no fucking hair, have a decent mic. That's what it is, right?
Man, first rule of YouTube. That's what it is, man. No hair, get a good mic.
You know what? I want to shout out everyone in the comments. Arsenal Inside Out group, big up yourselves. Want to shout out Igal. Want to shout out a few people. Just want to shout out Arsenal Readers. Go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to the Avengers Lounge. Go subscribe to Arsenal 101. But first thing you need to bloody do, go hit that like button now, please. Hit the like button now. It costs you nothing, right? Hit the like button. And then go subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal. Don't stop there. Share it. Miguel, what's going on today? What we got on?
Boom. So, yo, the way we're going to break this down, guys, Arteta has a 3-year plan. What we're going to cover is the transfer window. This window, we're going to talk about that. That's the first part of the video. The second part is going to be, we're going to be discussing, we're going to get into the fixtures. If you, we're not going to go too deep into them. We're just going to talk about them, see what we think about the fixture, and then we're going to see how can he put this plan to fruition. But don't worry, you don't have to stick to the plan, but you can jump around as much as you want. But that's how we're going to go. That's where we're going to end off and where we're going to begin. So let's begin with the window. Where right now at this point we've only signed Willian and a couple of academy kids. Today we made a signing also, another academy kid named Salah. So I don't know how much you guys know about these academy kids that we've been signing, but when it comes to the signing so far, I've been excited with the names that we've been hearing, such as houssem, such as Thomas Partey, such as Gabriel, and these kind of things are making me happy. In addition to what I heard today, where Socrates might be leaving to Italy, and even Mustafi might possibly be leaving to Italy too. So there's movement, guys. There's movement. Where do you guys want to begin?
If we're going to talk about the academy lot, I say Apollo does that because he seems to be has more knowledge in it, and he lives
Yeah,
there.
Apollo, I heard you know loads about the academy lot. Hit us, man. Tell us all about it from the grassroots upwards. Apollo, hit us, man.
London Coney's just behind me, and the youth guys.
Got your binoculars out, yeah.
Yeah, the youth guys, the youth team, they're just about half a mile down the road from me. Big shout out to Mandy and May and Sue, who were in control of the youth guys down there.
Don't believe him. He lives in South London. Don't believe him.
I was going to say that, but I don't know him well enough. I'm glad you did.
I think what they've done with the youth guys over the last year is really good with the players that they've brought through. And it shows some mustard when they talk about bringing all these kids in. It's a shame about the Balogun guy, the 18-year-old striker, because obviously he doesn't want a part of it. And that's because he doesn't see a future at the club. It's a shame because I really like him to see what Nketiah has done and follow suit. But when a player wants to go like that, it's because he doesn't feel like he'll be able to break through. And that's fair enough. Players want to play. But this kid Salah, he's got something, man. He's got some mustard, a little bit like the George Lewis guy. Pace, he's got good ball control, good ball skills, knows how to go past the player, plays the ball quickly, doesn't hold on to the ball too long, which is a criticism I had with Guendouzi last season. But it's another good talent. I'm liking the level of the talent that's coming through.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Salah.
What the fuck do you know anyway, bro?
Yeah, I'm talking about Salah. But as I said, another talented guy who we can bring through. And look, as I said in my video this week, 17, 18, 19 years old, that's when you bring them in to develop them. 20, 21, 22, that's when you're saying, okay, show me what you've got. Show me you can be a first-team player. And if they can't do that, then they get the Iwobi treatment, and it's, see ya, I'm out.
He came from, just so you guys know, he came from Fiorentina. He came from Fiorentina, and Arsenal Twitter is a troll. Let's be honest. We've been waiting for aubameyang signing. We've been waiting for Gabriel signing. And when they announce a signing, it's an academy kid that none of us have heard of. But
Is he Italian?
No, I think he's Moroccan, and he's from. Yeah. His name is Salah something. I forget the last name, but it's one of those names with a dash. And he used to play for Fiorentina. He was a Fiorentina prospect, and he came to us on a free, basically.
Okay.
Is it not Feyenoord he came from?
Feyenoord, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I think it's clever.
Okay, that's why I asked if you were Italian.
What was I saying?
Feyenoord. That's Van Persie's old club, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's very clever what they've done. What they've done, they've signed Willian and they've signed this kid, and it's brilliant because the average age is 24. Perfect.
I agree with Melvin on that.
They signed another person we haven't spoken about. They signed a Tottenham centre back, academy kid.
What's his name? He looks decent. Is it not a Kindy or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know his name exactly, but
Kindy Campbell,
he's up and coming centre back, and Arsenal signed him on a free. I think Tottenham released him. Did they release him, or was his contract coming to?
Yeah, they released him. The thing is, we got to take a chance on these players because there's just no money in the game at the moment. You know, I said that today in my video. There is money there, but because of the volatility with the COVID, nobody wants to spend, knowing that you might face huge losses in the next 12 months. So yes, we're going to see a couple of swap deals. We're going to see more loan deals. We're going to see these youth players coming through. And I like the fact that we're taking a chance on this guy. He feels a weakness that we have as a box-to-box midfielder who can play the ball well, has that offensive creativity in his game. He's 17, yeah, but the thing is, he's got the skill set there in order for them to develop. So, you know, I don't expect these young kids to be coming into the first team straight away. I think that we did that this season because we had to. I think Arteta right now, for him to say we're going to make the Champions League in the next 3 years or we're going to win it, means that he's getting ready-made players to win now.
Yeah.
Do you know what? 101. Let's get it right. This geezer, this Salah geezer, who's coming. Bro, he just said to hold the door at the fucking training ground, bro. Honestly.
Well,
How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that?
Sonny, you can't say that because you could have said that about 4 players last
You
season.
could have said about that, Martinelli.
I'll tell you how I know that, Lev. I'll tell you how I know that. Because if you don't hold the door open, bro, you can't go through.
Sonny is the same guy who said that guy's growing his hair from the back.
My man's been getting his jokes from Christmas crackers. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh man. Okay, guys, enough about the academy kids. Let's
You spent 5 minutes. You spent 5 minutes of my film on YouTube talking about some geezer. We're never going to play the C, bro. The geezer ain't got a passport, bro. He ain't got a second name. We don't even know who he is.
But listen,
No, I think it's shrewd. I think it's shrewd.
This last summer when we signed Martinelli, everybody was like, "Who?"
Yeah.
Everybody, including me. Everyone's like, "Who's this kid?"
I knew it was, bro.
Everybody said, "Who's this
scout,
guy?"
isn't he?
Bro,
He's
I
a
done my
scout.
scouting in Brazil. It might have had a thong and high heels, but I done my scouting
That's a
in Brazil,
different.
bro.
That's a different subject. I know what you were scouting, Sonny. You weren't footballers, mate. That's what.
I think you can see the road that the club is trying to go down now. Like, they've loaned out a lot of players, well, 3 so far youth players, and they're bringing in other players from other clubs to replace those in the youth teams. I think we will see a lot more of our youth players going out on loan, which for years I've been crying out for that. Over the years, we've had so many youth players that just stick to the under-23s, and that's not doing nothing for the development.
Too comfortable
whatsoever.
And we don't even win the under-23s every time. That's what pisses me off.
That's why you see the likes of Willian and guys like that kind of struggle, because they ain't been around the block and learned of playing men's football. They just get chucked to the deep end, and it's not good for young players' development.
So
we've been doing that for years, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been doing it, guys. But we need to find a balance, though, because if you look at what happened to Reece Nelson, that was a horror story. He scored 6 goals in his first 7 games, and then got the lifestyle out there, the language. He just couldn't get to it. He was turning up late to practice, and then it literally dropped him from the team in the second half. So, in terms of the loans, it needs to be a championship. It needs to be Premiership. We need to have these players like what we did with Jack Wilshere. And players like that, so we can see what they're doing and develop them that way. I think that's the best way to go. So you've got to find the right balance.
That's the same thing.
I like youngsters going abroad, though, don't you?
Yeah, that's the same thing Arteta was saying. Like, I think it was like the third to last game. He says, "Listen, everyone's talking about Saliba." He said we have to create the right environment for these youth players to go on and fulfill their potential. With all the toxic environment that was there last season, it's not good for youth players coming in. And especially when they've not got leaders to show them the right way to approach games and things like that, it goes wrong.
Yeah,
which is one of the reasons I think he signed Louise again.
But is there optimism getting out of looking past this season that we just had and looking forward? From what we've seen from the window and the conversations that we've seen, we haven't seen them do anything yet. But Gabriel almost seems completely done. Partey, they're saying by the end of the month could be completed. There's talk about Aurier. There's talk about Aubameyang signing the deal back in July. So with all 4 of these guys being spoken about in the transfer window, wouldn't this be an amazing window for you guys?
Bro, you know what? Maximus has just rubbished all of that, right?
Sorry, you got to say his full name. Sorry, you got to say his full name.
Maximus Venezuela.
That basically just means doing something,
right? Maximus just totally rubbish. Everything Gal has to say is rubbish. He's rubbish. Everything the Arsenal scouting system have done is rubbish. Edu is rubbish. Arteta. I expect Arsenal to finish 8th or worse next season.
Can I say something?
We are signing. Hang on, let me just finish this, and you can come in. We are signing a bunch of centre backs. Why we can't create a single chance on the other end of the pitch. Lev.
All right. I'd like to say a couple of things. What Arteta has given us is clarity. Right, we've got clarity in a direction now. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants from a system. He knows what he wants from his players. And I think it's also changing the criteria of the type of players that he's bringing in. And I think that's going to also feed all the way back to the youths. So even the youngsters and the type of players he's going to be looking for in the youths are going to change. So that could be part of the reason things are moving around. But what Maximus is saying here, we're signing a bunch of centre backs and we can't create anything. Well, let the guy finish the window. I mean, the first thing he needs to do is address our frailties. And we've always said it, centre back and maybe like a CDM type role. We've been crying out for someone like that for time. And I think If he then gets someone like a houssem or a Coutinho, then you'll start seeing chances created. He knows what he wants, and that's why I've got more confidence in him. The other managers, he didn't really communicate that to the fans. He didn't communicate that to the management on the board. Arteta's come out. He says, I need to be backed. He's won the fans. He's got the fans on side. So let's give him a chance, Maximus. So, that's all I have to say on that, man.
I agree. I agree with what you say. And if we get the centre-backs that we need, well, one that we need, and if we get the centre midfielder that we need, then we can attack better. Our forwards don't have to come back so much, and we can afford to push forward. The best way to score goals is to have a good defence sometimes, because you're not worried about what's behind you. You just you're a forward, you play as a forward. Yes, you might have to come back a little bit, but not as much as our forwards have got to come back at the moment, because we've got no midfield. If that changes, then we'll have more freedom and we'll score more goals.
Yep, agreed.
Yo, what's wrong with some people in the comment section? I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyways, yo, JR, where are you?
That's the thing about our fans, though. We don't take things with context. You can't just look at it by what he said and think he means we're going to literally go on and win Champions League. That's just installing the mentality. That's what it is. Context.
Right.
Yeah,
if he came in without a game plan, what sort of manager would he be if he had no game plan? He's got to have
guys. No, I really do think that he's set himself a target to win the league or the Champions League, because if you look, Liverpool did it in 3 or 4 years. 3 years they won the Champions League, 4 years they won the league title, and they did that with a bang average team. Yeah, or they only had one thing, and that was SAS, Sturridge, Sterling, Suarez. That's all they had. Outside of that, it was a bang average team everywhere, midfield, defense, goalkeeper, everywhere. So the fact that they did it in three years, Champions League, 4 years league title. If Arteta comes out and says 3 years, I'm going to stand by my manager, and I'm going to applaud him for that, and I'm going to support him with that, because I believe he can do it. I've already gone out on my videos this week and said that I expect him to do that, because expectation. Look, he hasn't come here to fail. This guy's one of the greatest management of our days. Yeah, he hasn't come to Arsenal to fail.
Listen, there's a miserable black guy walking around Toronto, right? Depressing the fuck out of everyone, right? Named after a gladiator, right? Maximus has said, finish your window. Did I start supporting Arsenal last night? Maximus ain't taking no shit from no one, right? We take forever to complete signings or retirement failures from our supposed rivals. It's just a bunch of presumptions. Maximus is not having it. Maximus, you know what, bro? You know what, bro? Listen, Miguel, I'm actually behind Maximus, right? I actually support Maximus. You know what? Maximus is like me. Until it's done, it ain't done.
The window's not done until October 2nd. So even if they take until after the season has begun, and they wait until October 2nd to get the deal over the line. I don't really give it.
Let me talk to this Maximus guy, because someone's got to fling some sense into his head. Yeah, let me talk to this Maximus guy. First of all, yeah, Freddie, Wenger, Emery, all of these guys failed to fix the two issues with Arsenal, and that was the goals we were letting in and our away form. This guy came in and did it. Yeah, number one. Number two, he knows what good looks like. People are talking about Pep taught him this, Pep taught him that. When Guardiola was questioned about it, Guardiola said, hold on a second. What makes you think we didn't learn from him? Guardiola said, what makes you think we didn't learn from Arteta? Look, this guy's proven in 6 months that he can change the philosophy and bring about a winning mentality in the team. Yeah, I know, because I've looked at the figures. I've done all the analytics. Some of you guys have also done it at the same time. We've looked at the 26 games under Arteta in the league table. For those 26 games, he's third. He has the third best record since he's taken over the team. Third. So anyone who thinks that he can't make the top four, they just haven't done their homework. They don't know math. Yeah, math is very easy, guys. We all learn it.
He didn't have a full season either. So, like,
but that's what I'm saying. So I've measured him on the 26 games he's had in charge. He's got the third best record in the league. He's won the FA Cup, yeah, in 6 months. He's fixed the away form. He's fixed the defense. We went from letting 2.4 goals in per game to 0.92. 0.92.
Apollo, don't get twisted. Even Tottenham went to the Champions League final, bro. Let me just say one thing, right? the league is going to start in 2 weeks, right? Everyone, right? What deadwood have we shifted so far?
We can't. We can't shift deadwood.
That will happen. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. And like,
It takes
We
time.
can't do it.
I don't
Guys,
understand. You've done the
guys,
right thing.
Everyone's going to be waiting around for last minute deals, aren't they?
there's
look,
that. But guys, I dropped a video today, and in the video it said that Man United have got rid of need to get rid of 10 players. Chelsea's need to get rid of 8. Yeah, Liverpool's got to get rid of 7. Arsenal's got rid of 10. There's 152 players that are on the trade line right now to buy. It is oversaturated because clubs need to generate money. Yeah, it's the fire sale out there. So if anyone thinks that we're going to get rid of these players easily, they're fooling themselves. If we get rid of 2 or 3, we'd be lucky.
You know what? Maximus is chucking facts at you guys, but you lot are still dreaming. You know, that's all I've got to say. I'm behind Maximus on this one, bro.
Sonny, you're
what facts is he chucking at us? Wait, hold on. Put that back up,
That's
Sonny.
all
Put that back
opinion,
up.
bro. That's all opinion.
Put that back up, Sonny. I was asking for Arteta before Emery. My point is the club is a joke at bringing in top quality players. Arsenal have created the second least chance in the Premier League. There's a stat for you. Listen, all right, we're not saying there's not faults in the team, though, are we, Maximus? We know that we need some creative players. That's what Arteta's doing now. Secondly, I mean, you're saying he's not getting, we can't ball top players, but then, there's quite a few suited for the likes of Gabriel, Pepe. I don't agree with that, Maximus. I think you should keep the thought for a little bit longer, bro, and just wait.
Aren't those guys quality players? In my opinion, I want to hear what the bottom row thinks. Yo, Kev, JR, Melvin, what are you guys saying on this?
You know what I think? Yeah, I think a lot of our fans are getting a bit of insecure with all Man United fans saying about the Gabriel. He's not good enough. And like some fans are saying he's not good enough. We don't want it, but they're saying, it's banter if Arsenal lose out and he comes to Man United. And I think we just need to relax. Like even with I was on the football terrace and was talking about the Gabriel deal and they're saying Arsenal's now raised their bid. The bid was originally 27 anyway. So them saying they've raised it by 5 and it was 22 and Arsenal paying the extra 5. No, it was 22 and there's going to be bonus of 5. What I think's happened now, Arsenal said, listen, instead of the bonus, we're going to give you it all in one, 27 mil. Yeah. Simple. We've asked for a club to be aggressive in the market and now we're starting to be aggressive. People want to complain. I don't understand.
Yeah. But I don't know. Ask Sonny. Sonny's number 1 complainer.
You know what, guys? Am I missing something? What's happened? I thought we were inside Willian on the 3. Has anything else happened? I must have missed it.
Oh, Sonny, hold on a minute. You got to give the guys a chance, man. You don't just negotiate somebody from nowhere. You don't pluck them out from thin air. You've got to do it the right way. And plus, all these guys are Champions League football and all sorts going on. So, mate, give the guys a chance. Why are we so negative? We get told, Arsenal are not they're spending too much money if we do go in aggressive, and if we don't go in aggressive, we get told, we're skinflinting. Which one is it? Like,
you know what?
I'd rather my team go out and get these guys.
Lev from the Vangelis Lounge, money talks, my bro. Money talks. When you throw them dollar bills at a stripper, she fucking takes all her clothes off, bro. Money talks, bro.
Well, that's what they're doing right now. Because people are still complaining.
But they're not, are they? They haven't come in yet.
I want to hear what Melvin thinks.
Someone's got it right in the comments. I don't know who it was who said we're making we're making predictions. We don't know. I don't want us to wait till the 2nd of October. No, but I think that the next few weeks we'll see where we go. And I think if we do this in 3 or 4 weeks' time and still nothing's happening, then we can start scratching our heads.
It will happen.
Bro, Gabriel deal is done. It's happening Monday. It's done.
Gabriel's in quarantine. He's getting sprayed.
Done. If you guys don't already know this, I will tell every single one of you guys. Gabriel is an Arsenal player. You can take that to the bank. Done.
Yeah, I've already told them on my every day you follow my videos. It says it's a done deal. It's done. It's done, guys.
Yeah. Sonny, you got to do a dance if it goes through. You know that, right? You already said that on one of your previous shows.
Seriously, I don't even know who they are. I've never seen them on YouTube. I don't even know who Partey is, to be honest with you. Honestly, I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, Sonny doesn't watch any football besides Arsenal, guys.
I'll judge them when they're playing for Arsenal, I'll judge them when they're playing for Arsenal. Now I don't care. Yeah, I'll judge them when they're playing for Arsenal.
You're always the first one to coat off a player when we're buying them as well. You never watch them.
No, I'm not coated off. I haven't coated off anyone yet. I haven't coated no one off yet.
When Sonny watches Arsenal against another team, he blacks out half the team. So he only sees Arsenal.
You know what? That's what a proper Arsenal fan is. I'm focused on Arsenal.
He was one of the Arsenal scouts, wasn't he? That's
But
what he
Melvin,
was.
I'm very rarely wrong as well, Melvin.
You're very rarely wrong.
Today,
Oh man,
Jerome.
every single person here will tell you you've been wrong plenty of times, my friend.
When have I been wrong?
Never.
What do you
Sonny, I'm with you.
Mr. Bungle, have you got anything better to do?
Bro, you said Eddie will never score, and then the
Who?
next game he scored against
Who?
Southampton.
Who?
You remember when
Eddie.
you said Eddie Nketiah will not contribute anything, and
Eddie
then he scored
Nketiah?
the next game against Southampton.
What's that?
Oh, Eddie Murphy, Sonny. Eddie Murphy.
No, you're saying bring up a point.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I was actually on
I
that
remember saying
podcast.
that to us, yeah.
You were
Miguel,
there.
I was on that
Coming to
podcast.
America.
Sonny said Eddie will never contribute anything for the rest of the season. You watch. The next game
That's
he
what he
scored.
said. Yeah.
Listen, if you're on the pitch, you're going to contribute something. If you stick a bloody cone on the motorway, some bloody car's going to bloody hit it. It's going to contribute something.
You know what I would
You
say
know
though,
what Sonny is? He raises the bar every second. Anyways, let's move on from that,
I
guys.
think he lowers it, didn't he?
Let's move on from that, right? We're gonna get into the fixtures. I know Sonny doesn't give a shit about the fixtures, so just close your ears for a second, Sonny. We're gonna be talking about the fixtures because
Why
I
don't
want
you
to
give a
hear
shit
what
about fixtures, Miguel?
I know you don't, so I'm gonna mute you if you don't let the other guys talk.
You know what? This is for Pilot Vince. Our first game, Pilot Vince, is going to be at Craven Cottage. It's a shame that we can't go because it would have been nice to meet up with Vince and go for a drink on the river.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I've worked it out.
Hi-
Have you worked it out? We play every team twice. Have you seen that?
no, what I wanted to show you guys was, remember me and Apollo were talking about, me and Kesh were talking about this yesterday. We have a good running at the end. We have a tough running at the beginning, and we don't really have too many back-to-back like tough games besides Leicester, Man City,
Yeah.
Leicester, Man United, Man City back-to-back-to-back.
Listen, they're all tough if we're not playing well. They're not so tough if we are playing well.
Listen, if you're going to go somewhere, right, it doesn't matter if you've got fucking traffic at the start of your journey, the middle of your journey, the end of your journey.
Not
In the
another
end, you're going to get
analogy.
it. That's what the fucking fixtures is.
He loves an
Okay.
analogy.
Sonny,
Loves
just
it.
allow the
Yeah,
comments.
analogy.
Don't put no comments, please. Comment
Hey,
alone
go.
for guys. What do you guys
Sunny
think?
Allen.
Sunny analogies. Yeah.
Right. Let's do like professionals, yeah. In our first 10 games, apparently, our first 7 games, we're going to have Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Leicester.
What, you mean they're still in the league, Sonny?
You know what? And it could be Arsenal. It could be Arsenal fans. We could beat all those teams, and we're going to have such a clear lead at the top. In the
that
Gales world.
October month is brutal, guys. Brutal.
Only because it's cold, Apollo. You need to wear your long johns when it's cold.
Hey,
No.
hey, Sonny, look, my guys are putting their predictions down because that's what we do on 101. Yeah, on a Sunday, they put their predictions down. Look, Vincey said draw, win and loss. Cool K saying win, win and loss, and Daniel saying win, win and draw. So yeah, that's the contribution from the 101.
Well, listen, 101 guys, I've got bones to pick with all of you. Listen, don't only watch his fucking stream when Apollo's on it. Watch it when he's not on it too.
Okay.
Guys,
Now
I'm gonna talk about April and May. I think that's a very, very good close to the season. If we pull our socks up and there's something at the end for us to fight for, I think we got a good chance.
If
Those
we're in with a
things-
shout, definitely. Yeah, it's brilliant.
You got Chelsea away and you got Liverpool at home.
Yeah, I mean,
They're-
no, I'm talking about April and May.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, there's Chelsea in there. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
I want to tell
That's
you
not
guys
bad,
about.
actually.
at
I
all.
want to show you guys something. Usually the Christmas festive season, we have at least 2 big games. This season, we only have Chelsea, and then we don't have another big game until Man United by the end of January. So it's a pretty good festive season for us.
Didn't we play Chelsea on the same date on the fixture last season?
Exact same. Yeah, someone was telling me. Yeah, someone was telling me that on
This,
Yeah.
is this last year's fixtures or next year's?
Wait, we're on a budget, yeah? We're on a budget. Give a gal a break, yeah?
But that was away, wasn't it? The Chelsea one, wasn't it? It was away.
No, we played at
What?
home, and then
we were home, bro.
Wow.
And then
should have
we
beat
faced them
both
away
games.
January like
Should have
16
beaten
and 14.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Leno, who led the league in mistakes made, by the way.
And the geezer should have been sent off who scored the winner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jorginho.
Yeah.
Jorginho, yeah.
Yeah, we got our payback in the FA
We
Cup.
did.
Yeah,
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Don't mind that,
Guys,
Trey.
Sonny really does hate the fixtures. He ran away. Anyways,
It's gone quiet all of a sudden. Why has it gone quiet?
He spilled
He's
water on
gone.
his laptop.
Oh, Sonny's not here. Where's Sonny?
Hey, listen to Cool K. Cool K says, Sonny, we're only here to listen to Apollo.
Oh shit! Apollo's taken over Sunny TV, so now we've got a new host. It's Apollo.
okay, yeah.
This is not going to be called
We've already
Sonny
spoken about this
101.
before. I want to know, now that you see the kits on the players, does it look any different from what you thought?
To be honest,
Does it look
I've
any
only
better?
seen-
'Cause I know Melvin hated it.
The tops on. I want to see what it looks like with the shorts. What color shorts are they wearing?
Is it not red?
They're not
It's
wearing
red,
anything.
That's gonna be.
Maroon, I think it's maroon, isn't it?
Maroon, yeah, maroon, yeah.
I think it's maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
But
the
listen,
high.
I like it. I actually didn't know about the marble effect and the gladiator stuff. I mean, when we
Yeah.
first reviewed it on 101, we were talking about how it looks like we've murdered and slashed the blood splattered our
Wait,
opponent.
Apollo, how many times are you going to plug your channel today, man?
Hey, listen, man. Active.
Here on 101.
It looks like that they've literally just blood splattered everybody, and then they've got the results of that on their chest. And then what do we see? A picture with Kieran Tierney looking like the gladiator. You can't buy it. It's absolutely brilliant.
I want to hear Melvin.
Nice.
Melvin,
We've had a
you
white
hated
top,
it when
white
you
kit
first
before,
played
haven't we?
it. What do you think now?
Well, I think it looks slightly better, I suppose. Now that it's got all the Emirates stuff on it and all that, I suppose it looks better. The only thing I don't like about this photograph, all I can see is their heads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I can't see the players. They're the players.
You're better than that. You're better than that. That was a bad joke.
Because they're standing behind the bloody marble on their shirt. That's a ridiculous thing to do. Let's have a bit of contrast. Okay, a bloody contrast. Ridiculous. That's bad marketing. I'm serious. That is very, very bad marketing.
Best thing about
I'm going to buy one tomorrow, but now I'm not going to buy one.
You know what?
It's point of view now, isn't it?
It's back. I'm telling you one, it's back. It's back.
hey, Sonny.
You know what? I went to Wix, right? Because Mr. Bungle wanted a spanner. Mr. Bungle, I bought you a spanner, and now you got one. So don't say I don't ever give you nothing.
Spanner.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Sonny,
moderator. It was a bit
you
moderator.
need to talk to one of your boys. Data agent thinks I'm a porn star.
You know what? Apollo, you've got the name of a porn star, you've got the physique of a porn star, you do fucking Tai Chi and all that fucking yoga shit, you might as well be a porn star, bro.
Yeah, Apollo, that person's a troll. They've been talking about my lips for the past 2 streams.
I didn't sign up for this show, man.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
a totally different
Now
show
let's-
from what I was imagining.
This has been the topic that we've been waiting for. Let's get into it. I left half the show for us to talk about this. Arteta has a plan to win the Champions League in 3 years, and his first part of the plan was to sign Willian. So let's talk about
Can
it.
you please show us a quote from that of what he said, or read it out? Because
That's a good point.
so we can dissect, we can approach it properly, and not be like some of the people that's just jumping and saying, "He said we're going to win the Champions League." He's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sky
Igal's got it
Sports,
all. Igal's got it all on ready, ain't you, Igal?
I think it's on Sky Sports.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it out right now.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I'll put it-
It's fucking right, isn't it?
Okay, so
Come on,
what happened
Igal.
was, okay, one reason why I wanted to sign a 3-year deal and be part of it was I talked to the manager, and he said it was the first I want to qualify for the Champions League, and by the time I leave, he wants us to win the Champions League. So he's saying the reason why I signed a 3-year deal, I spoke to the manager, and he told me the first year when you sign, I want that to be the progression for us to qualify for the Champions League. And by the time you're leaving, the 3rd year, we're going to be pushing to win it.
I like
That's a quote as well. That's in quotes. Yeah, I've got it here.
Who said that? Arteta.
No, William.
Arteta told
now
Willian.
Melvin's confirmed it, I believe.
You know what? I tell you something. If Willian ain't leaving Arsenal till Arsenal win the Champions League, he's got his fucking skeleton in a fucking closet somewhere.
Listen,
Am I the only person who's saying, Sonny, you need to be quiet, bro? Be positive for a bit. Honestly, this is ridiculous.
Do me a favour. Willian's got to leave Arsenal till we win the Champions League.
Bro,
Seriously.
you're a Debbie Downer.
Oh,
You're a
Liverpool
Debbie
hasn't
Downer.
won the league
Come
for
on.
30 years, hasn't he?
This is a celebration of the window. and you're acting like it's a funeral. Calm
Bro,
down,
what are you celebrating, bro? What are you celebrating?
We're having
Nothing's happened yet, bro. Stop being premature, gal.
Are you aware?
Nothing happened.
Hold it. Are you aware that Willian has never won the the Champions League? He never won it with Chelsea. He joined after. I thought he won it with them.
Yeah, he left Chelsea to win it with us, doesn't he? That's what's happened.
Has it been that long since they won it?
Yeah. He says, I was at Chelsea for 7 years and we won everything except the Champions League.
I wasn't aware of that.
I wasn't aware of that either, no.
It's been 7 years already. Ooh.
Wow. Anyways, guys,
What do you think of Willian? Like,
are we guys? Let's try to be positive.
I like him.
Forget about negative. What do you guys think?
like
Is it realistic? 3-year plan. How can we get there?
I think a 3-year plan could get us into the Champions League and making some sort of noise, beating some teams, maybe on one leg, maybe not the other one. You know, just to show that we've arrived, innit? But to win it, hey, it's not impossible, but it's going to be a tough one.
It's a knockout competition, innit? At the end of the day, it takes a bit of luck. Who's to say if we say for instance, we get into the top 4 next year, then it comes down to you can then go out and spend a bit more rather than having to pick and nitpick who we want to get. You go and get some exceptional talents, and then your squad starts to form. And then who knows? That's what it comes down to. Like, Liverpool done it. No one would have said Liverpool would have won the league or the Champions League, but they've gone about their business the correct fashion.
Kesh, Liverpool won the Champions League 5 or 6 times, man. Of course, Liverpool, they're pedigree fucking Champions League fucking team, man.
That's the point, though.
Sonny, they haven't won the title in 30 years before they won.
As I said, I'm taking what Arteta has told Willian with context. No one's guaranteed to win the Champions League. You're not guaranteed. You have to go out there and prove that you're meant to win it. So if you get in the Champions League and you start forming a squad, then you can say, okay, there we go. It might not even be 3 years till we start even challenging or beating the best teams in Europe. It might not even be 3 years. But
you know what, Kesh, you know what? I want to get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League in the next couple of years and not worry that we're going to get beat 5-0.
There you go.
That's where I want to get.
All I want is for Arsenal to go out Champions League night. You're at the Emirates. The lights are fucking going. The light show. We're going to hear the Champions League music. They're going to be in the centre circle, waving the fucking ball up and down. We're going to hear the music. Go inside the dressing room. Don't fucking come out again. Because if Arsenal don't sign these fucking players, they're going to embarrass us, and they won't even get there anyway.
Guys, seriously, what's going on now? Everyone's talking about get the team, get players, get players. It runs deeper than that, making a Champions League. I think what we've been seeing over the last couple of months really is that there are issues to address off the field, and all of those off the field issues are currently being addressed. And once that's fixed, the root, the foundation of the club, once that is a well-oiled machine at the front office level, then the players on the field can be able to facilitate their class, their philosophies, the way that they play and everything, because the manager at that point would be getting the full backing of the board. And right now that's not happened in the past. And we're seeing a change of that now. We're seeing Arteta's come through the process. He's told the board and the management what good looks like and what he expects. And at the moment, it looks like they're backing him. We don't know 100%, but at the moment, they've moved him into a position that has given him more power in the team, more of a say in the transfer market. And I think that this is a good sign, but we need to understand that it's not just what's going on the field that's going to get us Champions League. It's what's going on off the field that's going to make the changes, and we're seeing that.
Right, can I just ask a couple of things?
Go on, Melvin. You do that because you do that because there's some funny comments.
Was I alive in the Herbert Chapman era? The answer's just no.
He is Herbert Chapman.
And my favourite Arsenal player when I was growing up, but it was a guy called Joe Baker, centre forward, brilliant.
And if you don't know who Joe Baker is, he was in black and white.
He was in black and white, yeah, he was.
No, but is he on the Emirates? Is he one of the shirts on the Emirates?
No. I think because we weren't a successful team then. We done nothing, so no, he wasn't. No.
Can you hear me?
I've supported them through thin. There we go. Years ago.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah. Gal can hear you, bro.
Okay, good. What do you call it? I was gonna say, what Apollo said. I second that. I agree with you. But one thing that I heard a lot the past couple of days that kind of got me surprised. Did you guys realize? Apparently, Raul did not want us to sign this Gabriel guy. He was actually one of the main people stopping this deal from happening. And the moment he left,
What his agents get?
Yeah. Kickbacks. No kickbacks off this deal.
Yeah, so he actually was one of the main reasons why we were not looking at him when he was in charge. And the moment he left, that's why it kind of seems kind of weird that we're going in so quick and signing this deal so quick. Because when Edu is a real big fan of this guy, and Raul was basically saying, I don't want nothing to do with him. So it's kind of weird.
You know what it is? Raul probably had another centre back lined up by Kia. That's probably what it is.
He did.
That's what it was. At the end of the day, I see a different approach to what we're trying to do. Because normally Arsenal's not this aggressive on a player. And the fact we're trying to be so aggressive on a young 22-year-old centre-back who could probably be there for the next 10 years with Saliba, I'm all for it.
And Tierney.
You can see that they don't want, and Tierney as well, you can see that they don't want to actually miss out on the signing. They don't want to miss out on it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a change in mentality in general, isn't there? And I think that's Apollo hit the nail on the head. The one thing that's impressed me the most is Arteta's mentality, the way he's changing people's mentality from within.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here, right? This team has had a weak backbone for a number of seasons. Remember the times when we will be dominating a game, and then suddenly, instead of like finishing teams off, they come back at us, and you just knew we were going to wilt, right? Yeah. He's changing that mentality from within, and I think he's also changing the mentality of the board with his confidence. He's spreading that around, and I think it's showing in the transfer window as well. He's saying, I want these players. You need to get them in so I can work with them quick. But he's also got quite a big foundation of players that he's already worked with. So I think the future looks bright.
I think
can I just make a point, please, guys? Sebi,
you're just about to poo-poo it.
Sebi says, how could a person like me be on the show? Sebi, we don't know you, bro. So what sort of person are you first? Secondly, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, my brother. But thirdly, bro, you can either follow me on Twitter and ask to come on, or you know what I'm doing for you, bro? Just especially, I'm going to put a link in the comments now. Just for you, bruv. Just click on the link and welcome on, bruv. Come on the show now, because this channel is open to everybody, my brother.
Look at that.
I wanted to get on what he was saying before you go any further. Everyone here, I think, agrees with what you said. Arteta came in and he gave us a sense of leadership that we didn't have before. Somebody who could say, I stamp authority here, and I'm the person anyone can look at when they need something.
I just want to say, in terms of what Lev said, we saw this when Henry went to Barcelona and he was playing under Pep Guardiola, and Pep said, bro, if you don't start backtracking and doing your defensive work, you're going to be on the bench. Henry was like, yeah, he ain't doing that. And Henry was on the bench for the next 5 games. So I think when you look at the fact that Arteta's got his own philosophies, he knows what good likes, he's taken the best out of what he learned from Wenger, what he learned from Guardiola, and he's making it his own thing. And we've seen what he's done with this team is he's making them accountable. If you're not pulling your weight on the field, you ain't going to play for Arsenal. And I think that we haven't had that in a very long time. So
he's given us the idea of what we need to do to get to that next level, because we fell behind the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool because of the way they were playing. We didn't keep up. So he's changing that from within, and you know that I agree 100% with that, man. There's a massive difference already.
And this is the reason why when we play the likes of Brighton, when we play the likes of Wolves, we struggle because those players are not as good as us. But they're playing as a team and they're playing to the system. And anytime you play to the system and play together, I say this all the time when people talk about let's spend 80 million, let's spend 100 million. Look, you got 11 versus 11. And when you measure your heart, you know the saying about the fight in the dog and the size of the dog and all that stuff. When you're playing with your heart, don't matter how much money these players are worth in the opposing team. Look at the Man City team we beat in the semi-final. Yeah, don't matter how much money that team's worth. If you play as a unit and you buy into a system, that is priceless, bro.
Hello, one person's dog is another person's princess. Sebin, how are you, my brother? Sebin, where are you? Where are you, bro?
Hi, mate. I'm from India.
Sebin from India. Welcome, my brother. Sebin.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
First question, Sebin. First question. Sebin, have you subscribed to the channel, my brother? Because if you haven't, I'm going to fucking chop you up. I'm going to chop you up.
You've got 5 seconds to answer or he's cutting you out.
Have you subscribed to the channel?
Yes.
If you haven't, what the fuck are you doing here, bro?
Actually, forgot to subscribe. Don't worry, I will definitely subscribe after this.
Sebin, now as a punishment, Sebin, right? You got to subscribe, my bro, and you got to get 1,000 other Indians to subscribe as well now.
Yeah.
What, like now, Sonny?
Right,
This second.
like now, Sebin, give us your views, my friend.
I can't breathe. Oh my god.
Give me your views on Arsenal, bro. I take it you do support Arsenal. You are on the right channel, aren't you?
No, Sebin, come on, man. You asked for this moment, Sebin. Grab it.
You're on the right channel,
Go.
aren't you? You see Study TV Arsenal, yeah? This is the one you got to fucking subscribe to get onto. You know that. A person like you needs to subscribe, bro. Right?
Yo, Sonny, let him
Talk
talk.
to me, brother. Talk to me.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Let Sebin speak. Come on, let Sebin speak. Come on. Sebin, talk to me. Sebin, talk to me, bro. Like, you show
Come
me
on,
your
Sebin,
teeth.
man.
Talk
This
to
is
me.
your moment, bro. This is your moment, Sebin. Just do it, man.
Sebin, tell us about Arsenal. What are your thoughts?
Sebin's frozen.
He's lying. He hasn't really
Frozen.
frozen. He's just pulling a face, isn't it?
Listen, you ain't fucking subscribed, so
Panicking.
fucking freeze. I don't care. Right? Listen.
No, I want to speak to him.
Sebin, listen. Sebin, come back, bro. Come back. We're only playing. Come back.
I wouldn't come back if I was him after the way you
Listen,
Come on,
Sebin.
Sebin.
It will self-destruct in 5 seconds, didn't I, bro? It's that internet, man. That internet in India.
Let him speak,
The
guys.
Apollo
Let him speak.
101 power there, man.
It's frozen, man. It's
said it and
frozen.
it happened.
It's frozen. Look.
Oh no, he's
Put some
moving.
juju on that, man. Look, he's gone already.
Sebin, move. Sebin, give me some life, bruv. Give me some life, bruv. Come on.
Nah, it's gone, man. You scared him off.
No, man,
Sonny.
actually, I went in order to subscribe.
Oh, he's there.
Here you go. He's fucking gone again.
He said he subscribed.
Oh.
I heard that part.
He nearly subscribed anyway.
Scarlet
That
Pimpernel.
went
Yeah,
well. We're global.
Sebin,
Guys.
listen.
Speaking there.
Sebin, use broadband, not dial up, my brother. Come on.
Guys, can I bring up something? Anthony Roberts in the comment section. Big up to you. He sent me something on Twitter. I just wanted to show you guys.
Well, the only person I want to hear from is Sebin. He's come all the way from India, Miguel. Let the man speak. Come on, Sebin,
He hasn't
speak, my
come
friend. Come
from
on.
anywhere. He's online, Sonny. He's in India. Just so you know how it works. He hasn't come here.
Let him
Just
talk.
letting you know.
Sebin, cousin, talk to me. Come on.
Yeah, mate. I'm a big fan of all these shows. So actually, I had one opportunity to be part of such show, and actually, I was in the show of Harry Simayu, Chronicles of Guna, fan show.
Sebin, Harry's a lovely guy, but fuck all the other shows. They're not important. Only this one's important, my brother.
I was just saying that I was actually had a chance to be part of show, and now I'm really excited. Actually, I want to start a broadcast of my own, and I've been following Arsenal for nearly 10 years now. But I never had the opportunity to be part of such shows, and I'm really excited. Actually, I don't know what I really need to speak about now. It's the first time I'm really excited. Actually,
Sebin, you know what? I'm gonna give you an opportunity, right? I'm gonna set you a little job to do, yeah. Firstly, you need to subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe, it means you're not born. Yeah, it means you don't exist, right? But what I want you to do,
I'm already subscribed, mate. I'm subscribed.
Listen, what I want you to do, my brother, I want you to send me content from India. I want you to interview Indian fans for me from Arsenal and email it to me, and I'm gonna put you on the channel, bro. You're gonna have your own special slot. It's gonna be Sebin Arsenal on the channel now.
Mate.
I'm gonna make
Thanks, mate.
Sebin,
I'm gonna make you my Indian correspondent, my bro. Right?
Jesus.
So this is special, but what I need you to do, get people to subscribe. If they don't subscribe, throw them in front of the cars or something. Do it. They don't exist. Listen, get people to subscribe.
Let me ask him a question about Arsenal, bro. 1 second. Do you think Arteta has improved Arsenal near the end of the season?
Definitely. Anyone who watches Arsenal can surely see that he has improved it. Arsenal, he has brought some structure. I think he has brought a clear idea into the things. And one of the most important things that I have, understood about that is he's a brilliant communicator. For me, I think if you have to become a top coach, I think you need to be a very good communicator, and that's why I think that's the first thing I understood about him. That he's a brilliant communicator. He has brought some structure into the squad, and I think he has been doing a brilliant job for me. I think he has been doing a very brilliant job. Great. I'm very impressed by what he's doing.
So Sabin, how long do you think it's going to take him to win the league title or win the Champions League?
For me, I think we have to take it step by step. I think first and foremost, the way I think we are recruiting this season, I think has been very impressive in the sense that we are going for young, hungry players. That's something that I wanted from this club for nearly 5-10 years now. Because what basically happens is that we go and buy these players who are almost washed up. And the thing is that we need to do this recycling process again and again. But this time what we are doing is that we are going after this 22, that age category, which is something that I've been very impressed with. So, especially when
Sebin, do you know what, my bro? You know what? I'll tell you what me and Arteta got in common, yeah? Me and Arteta are both excellent communicators because I have to communicate with all these stupid people who don't agree with me as well on this channel, right? And I have to educate them.
No, you don't have anything in common with Arteta. You're more like Emery. No one understands what you're saying half the time.
Listen, Sebin, there's so many stupid people on this channel who don't agree with me, Sebin.
Sonny's Wenger because he's a dictator.
No, Sonny's Emery, bro. No one knows what he's talking about, and he thinks he's a champion.
You listen.
Calma.
Sonny City Arsenal have now reached India. We're taking over the globe.
He just opened up an Indian branch while he was online. But can I ask Sebin?
We got
Sebin.
Sebin, I've got a question for Sebin. I've got a question.
Go on, then you go. I'll go.
How did you start supporting Arsenal?
Actually, first and foremost, how I started supporting Arsenal was that I was actually very much fond of that jersey that we had. Okay,
which one?
That's why that red and white jersey. Then I started following a bald guy, whose name was Thierry Henry. Actually, I didn't know what his name was.
He was going to say Sonny there again.
I didn't know what his name was. I just started following this bald guy, and then it just fallen up. And after that, I was very much fond of the Fabregas, and he is the guy that really brought me into this club. And from that day onwards, I've been just praying that at least win one trophy, because all my friends were from Chelsea and Manchester United, and they were absolutely smashing it with all the trophies. And suddenly, when they, after a lot of years, I think it was in 2013 that we won that FA Cup. It was such a magnificent moment for me. It was just as if the Wenger was like God for me at that particular point. Finally we won a trophy. It was such a great moment for all of us. Wow. Then we started winning. Even though we started winning, I know we were going down because he wasn't doing things in the right manner. He was having far too much control over the club, and it wasn't going in the right manner. I personally wanted him to leave when there was a chance that we could have gone after Pep Guardiola and all. But as it just went on, then these things happened. Now at the end of the day, I just look at this. In the past decade, we have won 4 trophies, which is a magnificent achievement for us. Right. And that's why I think. And now I seriously believe we got a brilliant manager in Mikel Arteta. And just be positive, man. I think we are gonna absolutely crack it this season.
Tell Sonny, what words do you have to tell Sonny? He's very negative. So what do you have to tell him?
I'm going to ask Sebin something. I'm going to ask Sebin, seriously. Why are Indians so shit at football, Sebin? Seriously. You got a population of millions, Sebin, right? And why is there very limited footballers coming out of India? Because there should be loads.
Actually, I didn't got it.
Why in Indian? What's the level like in football in India? And why isn't there more people in the Premiership and all over the world playing in European leagues?
Oh, you're asking why people of India are not playing in this Premiership?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I personally do think that the structure of this football in this nation is not up to the mark. I think we give far more importance to cricket in our nation. Cricket is a much more religious sport in our nation rather than football. I think the grassroots level football in India is not as as competent as if you compare with some European nations. I think that is, I personally believe that is the biggest issue that we have, which is changing now. I think we have started an ISL league, which started 3-4 years ago, which is gaining a lot of reputation and all. But yeah, maybe in 10-20 years, we will see some brilliant players in Premiership. Yeah.
Bro, I'll tell you what to do, yeah? I'll tell you what, we're going to start Sunny TV Football Academy in India, yeah? Start collecting £5 from everybody, bro. £5 a day, yeah? From everybody you know. Send it Western Union to my account, and I'll see you in 10 years' time. We'll set up an academy.
Levy's at it again.
Listen, Seven, I've just got one question for you. What do we need to What do we need to do to amalgamate ourselves more into the Indian fan base? Because that's really what me and Sonny and Igor have been talking about over the last 3 months or so. You know, we're dying to get into your fan base because we know you've got thousands of passionate fans.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but we're just looking for a way to come in and communicate with you guys and make you a part of our communities. And that's something that, you know, I've done that a lot with the African community. I've got loads of people in Nigeria that follow us. I've got over 1,000 people actually on Facebook from Nigeria and Africa that follow us. But in India, it's really hard to kind of get a keyhole to get access to the fans who love the team.
That's because you've got no personality. You only appeal to Nigerians, right? Listen.
What do you think we need to do in order to reach out to you guys more?
I think, you know, I just believe that you have to, as you just said, that you have you know, reached out to Nigerian fans and all. But I seriously believe the fans within our nation isn't feeling the way that you are saying to me right now, because I don't think the people of this nation believes that they are given an opportunity to be in part of especially shows like this. I seriously believe that, because I have been actually trying to get into such shows for nearly 2 months now, and this is my second appearance.
Being with family, brother. We welcome everybody, but everybody is welcome on this channel, my brother. Everywhere around the world, everyone is welcome. Everyone's family to us, brother.
You know, I have my notification bell on, and from every show onwards, every show I will be there. Don't worry about that.
You come be regular with us.
I want to give you some advice, though. Don't let Sonny down. Don't let Sonny down.
No, mate.
We've had
one second.
You guys here. Yeah, don't let him down. That's all I'm saying.
1 second. We got somebody else here. MJ Gunner. What's good?
How you doing, boys?
Enjoy good. Hey, bro. What are you showing, bro? What are you showing your face, my bro?
Oh, I got issues with my camera, man.
Okay. I thought you had issues with spots or something, bro. I don't know, but it's not the camera, bro. It's good.
Sonny, man, don't bring that.
I'm joking, bro.
Ofcom are going mad for this show at the moment. It's going crazy. Seriously, my phone's going off the hook here, Sonny.
I'm calling you.
You've offended everyone you could think of.
You know what? Listen. Respect to my brother in Nigeria. See what reach Sunny TV Arsenal got. I love you, Nigerians, my bro. I love you. Listen, tell me about Arsenal, bro. Tell me about Arsenal. Go on, talk to me.
Trust me. Let me tell you something about Nigeria. I think this madness started. I think the Arsenal madness. It started way before Arsene Wenger, but I think Arsene Wenger took it to a different level. So we started getting a lot of followership back in Nigeria when Wenger started doing his madness. Then it went to a completely different level when we signed Kanu. Remember? So Kanu was like one of the most, he was literally the most popular footballer in Nigeria at the time. So when Arsenal signed him, the fan base just went crazy. So, and I think that popularity got sustained when, I think when Kanu left, Henry took over. And since then, it's been the same. Arsenal fans in Nigeria are mad. They're crazy. I mean, like 10 WhatsApp groups just dedicated to Arsenal. That's how crazy it is. So anyone who captures the Nigerian market is going to do really well, to be honest with you.
Listening to
bro, don't you think in the future, if Arsenal don't start competing in the league, that we're going to start losing out to teams like Liverpool and Manchester City for popularity around the world?
Yeah, but unfortunately for anyone who thinks this is going to change or the popularity is going to decline, I think we've got the manager now that's probably going to arrest that decline. And it's very obvious that this guy is not here to joke, right? And I'm actually here to ask a question or to chime in a point. So what I was going to say, do you guys not think that our biggest problem, because Mikel Arteta has been able to show that he can set up the defense. He can come up with a structure to deal with a specific problem. Right? So, because the way I'm looking at Mikel Arteta now, I'm looking at his strengths. I'm not trying to poke holes in any potential weaknesses that he might have. So I'm looking at his strengths, and I'm looking at how he's addicted to creating a structure and making sure that that structure is able to deal with the direct problem we have at a particular point in time. But right now, I think he's been able to see that our biggest problem is chance creation. Chance creation. If you look at the table, I think we created, 16th highest number of chances. So he knows, because he only faced the big boys. How many times? 8 times, 10 times during the course of a season. But your biggest challenge is the teams like the Villas, the Brightons, and all these guys. They are going to come on the low block. Now that we have some credibility back, it's going to be more difficult to. We have some sort of respect now. So these teams will have more respect for us. So they will pose a different challenge by just sitting deep. And if you look at our defense, if we keep playing David Luiz,
enjoy Guna. We're only here for another hour, bro. You got.
No, let him talk.
So
what guy a child, man?
I've got to run. I'll catch on with you guys later another time. Yeah?
What Mikel Arteta
We'll be here.
So if you look at the defense, so what Mikel Arteta has been able to do with the defense is he knows that David Luiz can run. He knows that he doesn't have a lot of pace in the central areas of the defense. So he makes sure that we don't push up too much. So when he's playing David Luiz, you notice that we don't really push up. So what that does is we have to sit a bit deeper. Then you have the Granit Xhaka issue.
Bro, hang me, bro. Come on, let's wrap this up, bro. Hang me. Listen, bro.
No, hold on.
Listen, we can't go from dinosaurs, bruv, to fucking modern day, bruv. There's got to be a level where we cut off.
Sonny, can I just address
before you address anything, my bro? Enjoy good. I just want to say one thing before 101 jumps in, yeah, because he's trying to build up his Nigerian fan base, yeah. Listen, I just want to say one thing, bro. Arsenal's biggest problem, bro, is their own mentality. As soon as we conquer our own mental mind, right, then we can focus on the opposition. First thing we got to do is conquer ourselves. Go on. If you can beat that bit of wisdom, carry on.
Yeah, so Arteta has already started addressing that.
Not you, you can't carry on. 101's got to carry on.
Oh, yeah, 101, you go.
Listen, I just wanted to address that. You did say in terms of David Luiz's weaknesses where we can't play a high line, but we've actually been playing more high lines football after the lockdown than we have over the last few years, because in that way it allows you to stay tighter. If you play a deep line, you can't be tight as a unit. Yep. So what he's done is he's playing a high line with intense pressing, and that's forcing teams not to knock the ball forward. So basically what Arteta's done since he's come here is he's emphasized his key principles in terms of players making use of half spaces, players' movements meant to destabilize other teams' formations. And that's why you're seeing what we've done to Liverpool, what we've done to Man City. We're literally breaking teams' formations and breaking their game plans. And he's so good at doing that. That's what makes Arteta special. In the cup final, you saw an instance of Frank Lampard, who was a great player, but he's an average coach tactically. Yeah. And Arteta, who's a superior coach, you saw him completely outcoach Frank Lampard in the final. Yeah. And that's something that he can bring to you. So you just give him a few quality players and the dynamic in the team would change considerably. Yeah. But David Luiz, remember, David Luiz in a back three has won the World Cup, won the Champions League, won the league title. So he knows what he's got. Arteta knows exactly what he's got.
One second. Let me stop everybody. There's 115 of you guys, and there's only 30 likes. Smash that like button.
Yeah, what's the matter with you people? Come on, man. Free to hit that like button, mate. It's free. What's the matter with you people, man? Hit the like button, man.
Yo, I want to hear Melvin and Kesh. They haven't spoken in a while. Let Melvin and Kesh jump in.
Go on.
I forgot. I don't even know where we at now. So I was talking.
Right now, we're talking about Arteta and how basically him coming in has changed everything, and what you guys think about it.
For me, he's got the basic principles of the game. That's all it is. For years now, we've lost those principles of working hard, pressing from the front, and just basically just making it hard for the opponents. So now I feel that when you come to the Emirates now, you're not going to be able to just walk over us. You're going to get a much harder game. That's it for me.
Don't get carried away, people. Don't get carried away, people. You're all getting carried away, I'm telling you. The whole world is getting carried away.
Going to have to get axed.
No, listen, you lot are getting carried away. Right? Don't let the FA Cup fool you. We finished 8th, yeah? We are a dire football team.
Forget the FA Cup. I'm not even talking about the FA Cup. I've already forgotten about it, to be honest. But I'm just talking just in general. Like, it shows that you can set you up in a way where the team can walk over. For years, that's been happening. Everyone know that fight. As a fan, all you want to see is all 11 players putting up a fight. That's all you want to see. That's it.
Sonny, can I just quickly say something?
Of course you can, my brother.
Yeah, 101. So this question is to you. I would like you to really address this. So what I was actually trying to say is about creating more chances in a game. And for you to create more chances in a game, you need to control the game more. So most of the time, so if you see the times when we've done really well, it's been when we've been able to contain the opposition. So we contain them, we neutralize them, and when they make mistakes, we punish them. And this has been this is happening against the bigger teams, right? So, but when it comes to the smaller teams, I still haven't seen enough of us controlling the smaller teams. Because when we had the big chance creating machines like the 2007-2008 teams, where we packed with creative midfielders like the Fabregas, Alexander Kleb, Rosicky, and everything, creating chances left, right, center. What we had then was the smaller teams are going to get destroyed because we're not going to get the ball, and we create chance upon chance upon chance. Chelsea were able to make the top 4, not because Frank Lampard is a good coach, but because every single game they create chances. They just want to attack. So if you keep doing that, you're likely going to score more goals. You're likely going to win more games. And I think Arteta knows this, and this is what he's trying to change with the likes of Willian, with the likes of some of the attacking players we're actually going for.
Yeah, we covered this on our podcast. Bertram, who's actually in the chat there as well, we've talked about there's been this massive gap in the midfield. So this is not helping Arsenal make that transition from attack to defense and from defense to attack. So it doesn't help us when we're defending, and it doesn't help us when we're attacking. What Arteta's been able to do is by getting better, he's limiting the time now. We can move from defense to attack at a much faster pace with what we've got. Willian is 7th in the league in chances created. 7th in the league with 76 chances, yeah? If you look at who led Arsenal, it was Pepe. Pepe only had 40 chances created. So imagine, Willian had nearly double the chances created than Pepe did, than our best player.
He was in a better team, bro. He was in a better team, which helps.
So that one purchase that he's made is going to shore up the weakness of the team. It's going to make a huge difference. And I talked before about the lack of productivity in the midfield. 2 goals, 2 assists from Ceballos, 1 goal, 2 assists from Xhaka, and this guy has 11 goals and 9 assists. So you plug him in the middle, and all of the dynamic changes for Arsenal next season.
Can I add to that? Yeah? For me, if you can look at the players that were being linked to, you can see the way Arteta was playing. I think when you look back to how Arsenal used to play when we had Safe, right, Nasri, we used to open teams up. Able to do that. But you can see the profile player with Lyon player, aouar. You can see the profile of the players that Arteta.
Guys, you're killing me, yeah? Listen, David, my brother, Listen, there's 116 people watching, only 46 likes, yeah? Get it to 100 likes, yeah, and I'll be positive for the rest of the stream. But let me tell you one thing. Arsenal have only signed one player on a free transfer. There's nothing to be positive about yet. Let it happen. Let it happen. Don't start celebrating the birthday until it's happened. It's not happened yet.
Can I add something to what MJ?
You can add whatever you want.
Thanks, Sonny. Cheers, mate. It's very kind of you. Look, I agree with what you were saying in the sense of the low block situation, because ironically, we stood more chance against the bigger teams because they come out and attack against you. So they want to score. They want to be adventurous. So that leaves spaces in behind which Arsenal could exploit. The problem we were having is the likes of Villa and teams like that is they know they're the lesser team, so they sit back. And we were struggling to break them down because you don't have that person with the killer pass, with that precision pass, and also the transition, as Apollo was saying, way too slow. So I think that's what MJ was getting at. I think, Kesha said it too. I think he's looking for the right types of players to be able to do that, and I'm confident he'll get it. So it's going to take a bit of time, but I think he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for a new car, but until I find it, I'll have to take bus.
Oh, so leave the analogies, Sonny. I'm so bored of them.
It hasn't happened yet.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
No, listen, this is a channel of analogies because I'm trying to make you not understand because you do not understand plain
analogy. That's what it is.
Right? Listen.
Yeah. What do you? 1 second, MJ, your mic is muted. I think you muted it yourself because I tried unmuting you. And Melvin is. Melvin, could you mute yourself because there's background noise?
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay.
Right, I think if you're going back to the question about Arteta, when he took over, I know we're probably only one position in the league higher than when he took over, but at that time, we had downward momentum. And we would have, I reckon, might have in the last half of the season, been looking at the bottom 7 or 8, worried about a couple of results going wrongly for us. We'd be under big pressure. We couldn't buy a win. And now there's so much more confidence around the club. Perhaps it's overconfidence, I don't know, but I don't think this guy will let it be overconfident.
It's overconfidence, Melvin. We finished 8, season's finished.
No. Listen, you see players come on.
Egal, stop taking to be positive, bro. When we sign some players, and then positions are fixed, I'll be as positive, I'll skip down the street, bro. But until then, we got the same players, bro.
Okay, bro. Have we played a game? No, we haven't.
No, so there's no point in being positive for no reason. There's no point in being positive for no reason.
What was the last game we played?
Listen,
we won the
finished
FA
8th.
Cup. Okay?
What was the last league game we played? 8th. Listen, anyone can win a cup competition. Anyone can win a cup competition. Don't get it twisted. Anyone can win a cup competition, Miguel.
I don't think it's positive, but I just don't see any reason to be negative.
What's the reason to be negative? There's no game.
Listen, you can be as positive as you want. The facts are the facts. We finished 8th. We was dire, we was dog shit in the league, and that is what we need to address. We didn't take nothing up top, and all we done, we won a stupid bullshit cup competition. Let's not get it twisted. Let's get to reality.
So why feel sorry for yourself? Why feel sorry for yourself and sit in misery? Be happy and be positive.
Bro, you know what? Arsenal do not change my mood. If they win or they lose, my mood is my mood, bro.
You can't call the FA Cup a bullshit cup, Sonny. You can't do that, mate.
Bro, listen, it's not Champions League.
This is what makes me laugh, yeah? When City, United, and all them other teams, Chelsea, win it, it's a cup. But when Arsenal win it, it's shit all of a sudden.
We've won the thing 14 times.
You're feeding into that as well, Sonny.
We've won it 14 times, but it's been mixed, bro.
Too many of these fans are telling everyone it's a shit club. Now the fans think it's a shit.
14 times, bro. 14 times. It's nothing new. Nothing new. 14 times.
Sonny, who did we beat?
Is that a poor competition as well, Sonny? We keep winning the league.
Then we won it 14 times also, right?
I was happy on the day, Melvin. I was happy on the day, but now it's over. I was happy on the day, but now it's over.
Finally have a manager to be confident in. You're still being
2004, 25 years later, I'm not doing it.
I just want to address a question in there. Question from David saying, can Partey create more chances? The question is yes. If you look statistically, he creates actually 4 more chances than Xhaka in the same position. And remember, unlike our current midfielders, he's a competent dribbler. He attempts 2.6 dribbles per game. That is just lower than Pepe. Yeah, Pepe's the leading dribbler in our team. That would make Partey the second highest dribbler in Arsenal's team if he was to play.
He should try to bring the ball with him half the time. He dribbles without the fucking ball.
No, hold on. I think the reason Arteta's going for him is that Go on.
Yeah,
Go
he
ahead,
can
go
pick a pass out as well, you know. So and he can hit that through ball. So
Well, for 72 million, I should think so as well, because at the moment he can't even pick his nose. Sabin, talk to these people, Sabin. You're my side, my brother.
What are you talking about?
72,
You know,
he don't
actually,
justify 72 million.
yeah, I know. I was hearing to all those things, but let me ask. I'm going to put this question to every one of you. You know, what is the way that you all want the club to be moving forward? Yes, I can understand that it's been brilliant in the sense that we can get a partey and all. But let's be realistic here. Are we going to challenge for a title in the next couple of years? I think we will be challenging for the title only say in the next 3-4 years. And by that time, I think Oba will be 35. You know, this guy, Partey will be past his prime. Or should we be focusing on players in that region of say 2022, 2023, just like a magalhaes, so that when they hit the prime, together we
Frozen.
I think he makes a point. He
can
makes a
go for the
valid
push.
point.
And we've been saying about Liverpool. Didn't Liverpool just did the same thing that we are trying to follow now? Now I'm just putting this question to you because, in my personal opinion, I want Arsenal to be following in the method of trying to get players who are gonna hit the prime, just like a Soboslai, just like a Ibrahim Sangare, just like a Gabriel magalhaes, so that we can try and push for the title in the next 3-4 years. That's just my suggestion regarding that. I'm gonna put this question to you. What is your opinion regarding that?
Do you know what, Sabin? You know what? I'm a realist, my brother. I don't celebrate something. I'm not happy about that until it happens, my friend. When Arsenal sign all these players, you know what? I'm going to be a very, very happy person. But until it happens, bro, I've been down this road so many times with Arsenal, my friend, that I'm not going to be sucked in again. Right? I'm not going to be sucked in again until it happens. Abrahams, bro, I've been watching Arsenal, bro, before you ever even had a television, my friend. That's how long
You
I've been
tell him,
watching
Abraham.
Arsenal.
You tell him.
But I love you, bro. I love you.
Sonny, can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so
I keep punching you, bro. It's good.
see, guys, I don't have a problem with fans who think like Sonny. I don't have a problem at all because if you look back in our history, we've had a lot of disappointment. We've had periods where we've dominated, and we had a senior management team that literally almost colluded to reduce that winning mentality or even get rid of it. And that was what led to the rise of fans like Sonny, because they expect Arsenal to disappoint. So they expect us not to do things right. And you can't really blame them because over the years, we failed to do the right things.
Exactly.
And it's that mentality that's waned over time. That's why we have fans like that. And the only way to get rid of it is by what Arteta is doing. Then if Arteta builds on this, gets into the top 4, we do the right things in the transfer market, we send the right message to the football world that we are now a serious club, like we really want to play by the rules and we really want to get back to the top. You're gonna see Sonny change his tone. Trust me. Like you just have to come correct. If you come correct,
bro. Henry has made a point. Yeah, he said when Arsenal were qualifying for the Champions League year in year out, it was not seen as an achievement. But now they are celebrating teams for qualifying for the Champions League. You know what, Henry? It's not an achievement, my brother. Right? I'll tell you why it's not an achievement. It's like going to the cinema, bruv. They let you in the door and you walk out the back door without even seeing the film. What is the point of being in the Champions League if we're not going to compete to win it? If we're not going to compete to win it, there is no point, bro.
Yo, Melvin.
Let me just ask. Let me just put a point here. We're discussing about getting into this Champions League and all. But that's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, we might get into the Champions League, but the issue is that we are just going to be in the Champions League. We know that the cycle of this Liverpool team or say the Manchester City is going to end only after 2, 3, 4 years. That is the time when we have to, take our chance. That's what I personally believe. I don't know what others are believing in that way, but that's what I personally believe. So we have to build a team, which is capable and which is something that Arteta has already proved. Because one thing that he has already proved is that he is very good at working with young people. Which can be seen with all these, younger players. They've improved and they've improved massively. So why can't we go in that route? We have been trying everything and we have been failing miserably in almost everything that we have been doing. At least just give this guy, yes, we can go after Partey. Yes, we can get this guy. But in 2-3 years' time, when his prime is gone, then we'll be going back to the same thing. That's what that's why I'm asking you this, asking all these questions. putting this
Can
question
I
up.
say
No,
something
shouldn't
on
we
that? Can I
be
say
going?
something?
Just before you
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll school Guna. I will celebrate on a day, mate. I'm not celebrating a month later, bruv. You know, seriously. It's
Okay,
gone.
Sebin,
When's the new season?
you made a good
Yeah.
point, but
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Buying proven quality players like Aubameyang, which has been probably our best signing in I would say 6 to 7 years, it just shows you it doesn't matter how old they are. If they're good enough to play at the top level, they're going to improve your team. It doesn't matter what age they are. Aubameyang could be playing at this level until he reaches Lewandowski's age, which Lewandowski I think is 34, 35 almost. So when you think about it, it's not about how old the player is, it's if they're top quality or not. In my opinion, Thomas Partey improves us from here to there. It doesn't matter if Bruno Fernandes is 29 or 27. He improved Manchester United so much that it goes to show you those kind of quality improvements from one player. That's what you need, and you cannot risk doing what we used to do with the Arsene Wenger days, buying players who we can sell for profit that don't really improve the quality of the team immediately.
But you don't play for us, bruv.
I think Lev,
Can I add to that again?
Lev wanted to say something. Lev wanted to say
Go on,
something.
then.
Thanks, Apollo. I know you can run this. Thanks. Look, Sebin, let me tell you something. I hear what you're saying. In the sense of like buying older players and then in a few years' time, etc. But we can't have it both ways. As a fan base, my gripe as fans is constantly searching for the negative. And it's something that's been inbred in us over the last 10, 15 years. We are constantly looking for that negative. However, wait, let me finish, Sonny. However,
I'm shaking my head, bro.
you know, all right, don't, yeah, well, it's always when I'm talking, isn't it? Anyway, look, what I'm saying is this. We need a mixture. You need the experience and you need the youngsters. You can't have a whole load of youngsters or a whole load of older guys. You need the two to combine. And when the older players get older, the youngsters will eventually come through. That's what's happening. We're getting a blend there. But players in their 30s aren't like players in their 30s like 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Look, they're all going into their 35s and 34s. Like they're a lot fitter. They've managed themselves a lot better. All this stuff like Willian's 32. Oh, he's too old. Oh, this person's too old. That doesn't count anymore. These guys are professional athletes and they look after themselves. So we shouldn't be looking at it like that. But my thing with the fan base thing, and Sonny's obviously being a bit careful and negative, is this: we finally got a manager that the fans feel like they can get behind. So let's just get behind him for a while and see where it goes. Why are we so negative? Like, let's just do it. Let's see where it goes. That's all I've got to say on the matter. Like, fans need to start being a bit more positive back in the manager and back in the team.
Willian's already come out himself and said it. He said, listen, like 32, who looks after my body, I know I can go on for the next 3 to 4 years, which I agree.
He's going to say that, bro. He's getting 20 grand a week, bro.
He's going to say that, but it's proven. It's proven.
It is proven, and I just want to mention one player that we need to add to the argument: Santi Cazorla, 35 years old. Yeah, Willian. We talk about Willian. Willian had 11 goals and 9 assists last season. How much did Santi Cazorla have?
25 goals involved.
All right, bro. They cut Cazorla's leg off. They stapled it back on again. All right, bro. Come on. You know, $6 million man. Listen, he never done it at Arsenal, did he?
What?
Of course he did. He scored 12 goals for Arsenal when he played on the midfield.
Sonny, what are you
probably one of our best.
Did you just say Santi Cazorla never done it for Arsenal?
Not after he was injured. They sold him. He done it in Spain. So what? Listen,
He didn't play.
Let the guy play. He hasn't even played the game for Arsenal yet. He might be shit. Let's just wait and see. Let's wait and see. It's Chelsea's cast off, bro. It's Chelsea's cast off.
No. Sonny,
Did you just mention?
Hold on. Did you know that Arsenal was not the only team that offered Willian a contract? Man United,
and Chelsea tried to keep him too.
Man United offered him a contract.
Bro, Man United offered him a contract, bro. He went to United, bro.
Contract.
Barcelona offered him a
He
contract.
wouldn't stay in London, bro. He's Manchester in London.
Yeah, but if you're cast off those teams, you're talking about the team that won.
If you want to stay in London, bro, it doesn't matter if Real Madrid offer you a contract, bro. He wouldn't stay in London, bro.
Excuse the fact that he just said he's a cast off, because if he was a cast off and he weren't good enough, those sort of teams would not be going for it.
He wanted to stay in London, bro.
I know.
I think it's
bro,
a true
give me
sign.
something
I
for free,
think
bro.
it's a
I'll
really
take it,
true
bro.
sign.
Give me something for free, I'll take it as well.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go with my guy. I'm gonna go with my wingman Bertram Spence in the chat room, who's gonna be on my show tomorrow night. Jamie Vardy. Yeah, how old is he? 32.
No, he's older than that.
Yeah,
older than that.
33,
34.
23 goals, 5 assists.
How old is Ronaldo and Messi? I've been their 30s now as well.
What's your point? Apollo, what's your point, bruv? Have they both got the same body, bruv? Do they live in the same house? Do they live the same life?
I just made the point, bro.
Football has changed.
What's your point, Apollo? What is it? What is that?
What is actually your point?
The point is football has changed. If you're 30 years old, you're not
backing up what
retiring.
Miguel said in terms of the way they train, what they eat now. A 35-year-old player today is different than there was 10, 20 years ago.
You know what? I'll say that. 50 is a new 25. Everyone, on the 40th of September, I'm celebrating my 25th birthday. You're welcome to join.
Okay.
You know what? These people think players last forever. They don't.
They don't, but the top quality players, they do. Basically,
Sonny,
your
people can't be wrong.
You know what? Listen, if you stick 500 mad people in a room, right? Don't tell me 500 mad people can't be wrong, Miguel.
What is these analogies again? What have the 500 mad people got to do with anything?
He said everyone can't be wrong. If you ask everyone who's wrong, then everyone can be wrong.
Hold on,
Guys,
I watched Willian last season. He was one of their better players.
One second. Let's just
Come on,
help everybody out.
they offered Willian 2 contract extensions and he turned them down.
Didn't they offer him more money than we're paying him?
Yeah.
I heard Chelsea offered him more money than we're paying him.
Because he was not going to get a game at Chelsea, and they went and bought better, and they went and spent considerably more money improving.
They wanted to keep him.
Bro, the geezer can walk on fucking water. He's the best player in the world. For God's sake, man. You better hope you don't fucking flop when he's at Arsenal in the new season. I'm going to fucking burn you, I'm telling you.
Hey, can someone record this? Because I reckon Willian's going to be brilliant next season. I'm saying, I think he's going to be a shrewd. He's going to be a shrewd addition. And look, not just that, Sonny. How many young wingers do we have? All our wingers are young, all of them.
How many young wingers? So, how many young wingers? We've got fucking loads of them.
You need experience and someone who's got that killer ball, the final pass, and they'll learn from him as well. And he can play cam if you really need to at a point.
Yeah, he's going to play. I think he's going to play for the middle.
Yeah, he's looking. He's very shrewd by, man.
You can tell that's what they're trying to do though, because they've said it after the Willian sign. They said we've looked at the squad and it's not balanced. They're trying to bring that balance to the team. That's what it is.
Yeah, Abraham. You know what, bro? You know what? One thing. What he's saying, Grace. At least it's more than Tottenham's got in it.
Look at these graphics Igal's busting up. What is this Igal?
Igal don't know what they are. He just picks them.
That's the lever at the top. That's Gabriel down there.
But you know what? I'm more interested in what people say in the comments than I am with your stupid fucking photos, Igal. What is it?
Igal, I'm interested in yours. Miguel, I'm interested in your stupid fucking photo. Show us, mate. Go on.
Okay. First of all,
go, bro.
It shows you a clear heat map of what positions the players play in when they're playing throughout the season, throughout their whole season of last season, and the pie graph on the right shows you a breakdown of how they were when it comes to tackles won and interceptions. Okay, and as you can clearly see. At the bottom, you have carries and defensive distances. So you can see that Gabriel and William Saliba are both.
Bro, you're gonna put up fucking horoscopes next, bro. We're gonna put up next fucking horoscopes. Seriously.
Bro, Sonny.
Hold on a minute, man. I'm interested in this. You wanted to see who the guy was, and now he's telling you who he is, and you don't want to listen. Let him explain, innit? Go on, Igal.
Bro, I'm 1 second. This is maybe another show.
Listen, Daniel said that Sonny's gonna have a Willian shirt come March.
Okay, so just so you guys can see, just so I can tell you guys what's going on in this picture. The first picture is possessions adjusted by tackle and interception. So that shows their defensive prowess. And these guys are right in the middle. And as you can see in the corner is the Magalhaes guy that we've been targeting in the top right graph, okay? And they're basically saying that these guys, when it comes to attacking and defending, they are immaculate. In addition to the fact that their passing range and passing ability is of the levels of the top players in their league. So you cannot just say, hey, we're getting a bunch of no names. How are they going to adjust to the Premier League? At the end of the day, one guy has done it in the Europa League for a season. The next guy has done it in the Champions League for a full season. if they're coming into Arsenal, they could be our centre back pairing for the next 10 years. And honestly,
Brilliant.
to
Now,
me,
can you tell
this
us
is
about their
something
star
to be
signs?
positive
Sonny?
about.
Jordan Burns just summed it up. Jordan Burns summed it up perfectly.
What did he say?
Do you know what? There's no point in it. You know what? Again, Susie, do you want to?
I'm never going to do this on a
heat map
podcast
food
again. I'm
bro?
only going to do it on my own thing. Don't worry.
Do you want
I'm
to
not
heat
going to
map
talk
food?
about none of that.
Seriously, bro. Football is not based on heat maps, bro. The police use fucking heat maps, bro, to bloody chase people on the motorway.
Wait, no, I find that quite interesting. You can see the guys are left footed centre back.
You would, mate. You would.
You know what that heat map shows me? That heat map shows me. He's, as a centre back, he's not scared to go out wide and defend.
He's aggressive. Yeah.
That's what it shows. There's a lot of defenders these days, central defenders, who doesn't want to go out wide. They want to stay in the central.
Look at the headers for goals. Gabriel.
That's big. That's brilliant. I love that.
Listen,
I love that,
if
man.
Arteta can make fucking Xhaka or someone look good, then I'm looking forward to what he can coach into these guys. That's it for me.
Can I throw something into the room, Kesh? While you're there, now you've mentioned that name. Would you guys be happy for him to sell Xhaka and replace him? With someone
Yes,
else?
100%.
Not this season.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah,
No.
I would. I'm with Apollo on this.
No, I'm saying that because we're not going to go out and buy 3 second fielders. So
No,
even if
he's
we
not.
we only have 2, so we're going to be light. So it wouldn't make any sense. Of
No,
course,
what we're going to do is we're going to buy 2 and we're going to swap Torreira for the guy at Rome.
Xhaka will be gone by the end of next season.
aoaur?
Yeah, we're going to swap for Diawara.
This season, you can't just go and get rid of him.
No, but I personally don't think
replace him.
the future is with Arteta because I don't think he's the right sort of player for Arteta. I think he's too slow. He's not mobile enough. He doesn't shift the ball quick enough. His feet are very slow. He goes to ground a lot, and on the breaks, that's why we always get caught. Everyone's running in our back four because he doesn't screen. So I don't think he's
Lev, he gives the ball away.
Yeah, but one thing that
Way
he has
too
done
much,
brilliantly this season is that we are fine. Yeah. Go on, mate. Go on. Yeah, what I was trying to say that one thing with Xhaka is that
Good evening. I've got to go. Sonny, speak to you.
All right.
Melvin. Don't forget your heat map, Melvin, so I can track you.
What's that?
Don't forget your heat map, so I can track you.
All right, good. All right, don't forget. All right, I won't forget that.
Please, bro.
All the best.
Yeah, but
Yo, Kesh,
Listen.
you're out too?
no, I'm still here.
Bro, anyone who follows heat maps, right? Seriously, honestly, follow your eyes. It's the best heat map you can have, right?
Yeah, but
You don't even watch other football.
Sonny, I've watched the guy though. I've watched him. Like I've won zero amount of bets just from watching betting on Lille. Like the guy he's not the finishing article.
Who are we talking about, bro? Seriously, I've lost track, bro. Who are we talking about?
Gabriel, yeah, he's got the foundation, the basic foundation of a centre back. He's only 22.
Bro, you know what? If he's better than what we got, I'll take it, bro.
That's it. And
Innit?
listen, at the end of the day, footballers don't just become the great footballers just by themselves. It comes down to coaching and their potential, and them actually believing that they can reach that potential.
You know what? You're not gonna get Saliba and Gabriel going to come in. They've never played in the Premier League before. You know what? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for them. They're going to make mistakes.
I don't think both of them will be starting.
I don't think so either.
They won't be starting.
That's why he's kept the likes of Louise and people like that. So
But you know what? Just to give you another point of argument. If age was a relative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal would not be letting players run down their contracts for a free, right? And just go in. Yeah. They'll be offering. They'll be still giving them more contracts. So basically, your Socrateses, your Mkhitaryan's and all that will still have some value, but they haven't. Why haven't they? Because basically they're old and they're past it.
Because they're not great players. They're not great players. As I said, when you're talking about Willian and that, Willian's been a exceptional player.
I'm mentioning this, you know.
Okay.
Wait, Sonny, I was more interested in the folding going on behind her. Sorry.
Yo, from everything we just talked about, is it easy enough to say 3 years is realistic? Arteta's being realistic with 3 years.
I think it is. That's what I said to you guys. I'm saying 3 years. I'm going with the boss.
Yeah, I agree. I said 3 years. We could either win the league or the Champions League.
Him and Eddie must have had a talk in it. At the end of the day, we've got someone who was in this team who's won a title with us. Yeah, he's played for this team, and I think this is a gift to the fans personally. Someone who's actually been there and he's played through. He's bled for us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we've had guys in there with no ambition, and all of a sudden we're getting these guys who want to win. That, guys, is the foundation to success. Forget everything else, but that is the foundation. If everybody gets on the same hymn sheet and starts projecting where they want to be in the next 3 years, and that is a marker. When was the last time we ever had that?
With every wheel in the world, not every sheepdog can get all the sheep in one go, right?
Oh my God, another one. Right, can I just say something? Right, look, let me say something. I agree with Apollo, right? And I don't think our squad. When you look at the team, the first 11, it's not as bad as people think. I mean, what sort of man? What manager?
Are you mad? Are you mad?
Let me finish. Let me finish first. You love to batter it, but just let me finish. What manager wouldn't want that front three when he walk into a team? Tell me what team in the top four? You know, how many teams have got a front three like ours? Not many. If we can address the midfield situation and the defense situation, suddenly you got a team that's challenging. So I don't think it's as bad as people think. If we add, you just need the person to add in the right places. Yeah, well, Sonny, I know it's your show, man, but let people speak, innit?
Bro, you got a forward, bruv, who hasn't scored more than 14 goals in a season, right?
Why are you picking on him? What about the other forward? 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 Are you forgetting the top forward?
Pepe, who runs without the fucking ball.
Right. What are you talking about? Pepe has had a great first season. Not great, but a good first season. I think, you know what? You need to understand football to understand Pepe's quality.
Really?
He has the ability to be ridiculous.
Bruv, you don't need to sleep with a fucking Shaolin monk to no come through, bruv.
What? What?
Okay, now he's like a clock.
Listen, I think Pepe is our most talented player.
I don't get it. Apollo, you see it, bro.
You've got to take things with context here. We had a manager who was absolutely clueless. Like, the season went bad from the beginning.
And who told everyone, Kesh, that he was clueless? Who told everyone, bro?
But if you keep spouting out negativity, it's got to be right at some point, Sonny.
No. Who told everyone? Who told everyone that he was clueless? Who was getting destroyed? Who told everyone?
You've told us loads of players are clueless.
You just said Aubameyang better score 30 goals next season or else.
If he scores 14 goals next season, is he worth 30 grand a week? I say no.
Bro, Sonny.
Just to add one point here.
Of course you can.
Just to talking about that, the front three and all. Everyone predicted at the start of the last season that we are going to be in the top 4. How come that be possible if we have such a bad team?
They haven't functioned, my bro. They haven't functioned.
No.
Well, that's not a bad team. That's bad management.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's we were badly managed. I think we had a very bad guy who was at the top of the helm in the Unai Emery last season, and now news are coming out that Raul Sanllehi was the guy who kept him in the job when he was to be thrown out.
Yeah. Listen, Sonny, there's worse teams below us performing better than us because of managers.
The loss column was not the issue. It was the draws. We did not close out games properly. That was not good man management, and that was not good game management. There was how many times were we in winning positions and we drew the game?
15 points we lost. 15 points from winning positions. 15.
We almost got a record of
most in the league.
Yeah.
Would have had a lot more points on Arteta.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Look, I think I agree with Lev. There's the difference between bad teams and bad managers. And you can have good teams with bad managers, and you can have bad teams with good managers. That's just how management works. And those of you who have been managers, you would understand that. I've made so many different cases in terms of how potentially good this team could have been. 11-game winning streak, 22-game unbeaten winning streak. Got to the final of the Europa Cup and absolutely stunk it up in the second half. We went in there 0-0. We still had a chance. We stunk it up, yeah? We finished outside the top 4, but it was that Crystal Palace game just a month before the season ended where he decided to rest all those players. That absolutely killed the team. There are so many different fine lines, guys, that this team could have been more successful. And then I go in the first 8 games of this season where we win 3rd place, yeah? And then it just capitulated. This talent there, you just needed to get the right guy in to unlock the talent. That's all we've done. And Arteta has got this team to punch above its weight. But it's a bang average, talented team. And he's kept the talent and he'll get rid of the dead wood. But it's a process. And we as fans have to be patient with the process. I know it's frustrating. We're sitting here and we're seeing some people lose their heads. It's frustrating, but that is down to you. You got to set your expectations at a level that the team will be able to achieve. If you go over that, then you'll end up losing his head over there.
You lot are dancing at the carnival, bruv, and it hasn't even come to Notting Hill yet. So you lot are dancing at the carnival on your own.
No, when Klopp went into Liverpool, yeah, this is why I praise Liverpool fans, yeah, because they got right behind Klopp. They didn't once complain, yeah, and that's what we need to do.
Because they're thick. They're thick in Liverpool. That's why they're thick. They're thick, bruv. They're thick.
They're not fit because their manager and their manager carried out a plan, and now they're happy. Well,
what plan, man? What plan? He stumbled on it, bruv. What plan did he carry out, bruv? Hold on. Bruv, no, wait a minute. You think when he came in 8 years ago, he had a plan. 8 years later, I'm going to win the league. You think that was his plan, yeah?
No, hold on. When Klopp came in and changed everything for them, and you know what? He proved the point as well. If you've got a good system and you've got a good system of play, you can get away with average players in those systems doing the job for you in the interim until you upgrade. But as long as you've got a good system, you could get away with it.
Tony, you got your telly on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Vincey? It's one of my guys there from 101. Big shout out to Vincey in the house. Nice one, man.
Listen, if you're from 101, you can still subscribe to this channel. You don't get electrocuted. Right, we share like Lev. The reason Arsenal was still within a shout of top 4 last season, right? Not the season just gone under Emery. It's because everyone else was just as equally as shit as us, right? We stumbled through it. We wasn't there on merit, bruv. We wasn't there on merit.
No, I don't agree. I think if Emery was who managed better, he should have made top 4. He should have made it. There was loads of times we dropped points.
Listen, Lev, sometimes it's all subjective. Everybody's opinion is all subjective. Sometimes you just can't win. Unfortunately, our fan base, in my opinion, is the most privileged and fickle fan base in the Premiership.
Unreal.
There's the meaning of the word support. Yeah, some people need to go into the dictionary and check out what the meaning of support means.
Support don't mean Specsavers either.
Liverpool's gone through, and when you look at where Arsenal are, I mean, considering the lack of money, the lack of funds, the lack of ambition this team has had in the last decade, and you still got fans that are complaining that we're failing.
It was self-inflicted, bro. Yeah. It's not by accident. It wasn't because there was a fucking hurricane, bro, and we didn't have no money. It's self-inflicted. Yes, they've done it to themselves. They've done it to themselves. So don't feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for them when they've done it to themselves, bro.
It is. I totally agree. But Sonny, everyone in the front office is a new face over the last 3 years.
Bullshit. It's all part of the same fucking structure. It's all part of the same administration.
It's not the same structure.
It's the same fucking club, bro.
It's not the same. Even the owner. Do you know?
We are Arsenal fans, bro. Every time there's a new manager, we don't change our allegiances. We are Arsenal fans. We support the fans.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just be negative? Let's just keep being negative then. Let's just everything's shit. Let's just no. Everything's shit. Don't bother watching the games when it's on. Everyone, forget the transfer news. We ain't signing anyone. And forget watching your team. Go and support someone else. Because we're shit.
Listen.
I don't agree, by the way.
If everything was as positive as you paint it, Lev, right? You wouldn't need to go on holiday. You wouldn't need to go on holiday.
I haven't painted it as... No, but when have I painted it positive?
This is actually painful.
When did I paint it positive?
It's painful with you lot, bro. It's painful with you lot. I'm sorry, but it is.
No, man, you're ultra negative, bro. You're ultra negative.
What are you negative about? We didn't lose a game.
Listen, guys, Vincey's been in the room for 5 minutes and not even had a say. So can you let my guy have...
Come on, man. Invite him on.
Guys, I just want to say, I mean, I understand where Sonny is, and I think we have to be real with our expectations. And I'm seriously concerned for Arteta with that conversation with Willian, because the key thing now is, if you look at how we played last season, even with Arteta, and we're expecting us to win the league in 3 years, huge task. It's doable, but we have to sell players. We have to be shit hot in defense, and we got to be clinical. We have to be real. I'd love it to happen, but have to be real. And Arteta is the man to do it.
He has
to have backing.
Exactly.
And the players, the young players have to perform, and our senior players all have to contribute for the whole season. And since I've been watching football, that doesn't just happen.
Bro, I just want to say, realist 999. Realist, you're not a realist at all. You're the fakest, bro. Because basically, all Sonny does is shout when man are stating facts. How are they stating facts, bro, when it hasn't even happened yet?
I think he's got a point there, Sonny. I quite like realist 999.
Where is the fact?
Yo, I think
what do you mean we've been giving you facts all show?
Realist
has got a big smile, though.
We're gonna get carried away.
Yo, Sonny.
Big up, cool.
We've got to take things in context. Just because he said that, don't mean it's guaranteed. But it's the goalpost he's put there to aim for. If you don't set a task and an aim and a goal to aim for, then what? Why are you in the game? You're not in the game.
Exactly.
It's key.
Aim extra high.
It's key, but our track record in our back office, they have to back him, because that's the biggest problem. We see a manager right now who can do the business. He can do it. He's taken this team that it's painful watching him in the midfield move the ball, and he beat a Manchester City team and he beat a Liverpool team.
God, bro. You ain't God.
I know, but I cannot. It's painful watching our midfield move the ball, and we played good football enough to win those 2 games.
Two games, man.
No, but the back office have to support him, and the players have to rise up and take the challenge.
Bro,
those
seriously,
2 things
you're
are
talking to
hard.
me about the back office, bro. You're talking to me about some old woman sticking fucking stats on the envelope, bro.
I know.
Seriously, back office, yeah?
That's what I'm saying. I understand your frustration.
Seriously. The person who puts the staples in a fucking stapler, bro, is going to make a difference to our fucking first team, yeah?
I'm talking about the board. I'm talking about the board. So I know
the board's fucking gone, bro. They're fucking sacking themselves, bro. The fucking crap bastards, bro.
But they're
all fucking corrupt, bro. Listen, Zane said Leicester won it and Spurs went to Champions League final. The impossible is possible. Believe in the full Sonny. In a cup competition, not in the league, bro. Leicester was a fluke, bro.
No.
Listen, you know how fickle Arsenal fans are. If Arsenal won it that season that Leicester did, the fans were already saying that they wouldn't accept it. The fans were saying, "Oh, we only won it. We would have only won it because everybody else was shit."
Are you mad? Are you mad? Seriously, are you mad? What are you talking about?
All right, hold on.
No. Let me ask you one question, Sony. Just one question, Sony. So what do you think we have to do in order to achieve the title?
My brother, it's simple. If we sign the players we are linked to, brother, everything is lovely. That's when I'll be celebrating. But at the moment, my friend, I'm not going to be celebrating the suntan, bro. If we haven't been on fucking holiday yet.
Who do you think we need to sign, Sonny?
I think I remember Sonny being on AFTV when the whole 22-game winning streak was happening, and he was saying, "Who did we play yet?
Who did we fucking play, Gal? Who did we play? Tell me who we played. And the people who we played, fucking played us."
I agree with. Yeah, I agree with that too.
We agree with that.
We were playing some shit. But hold on. When do you say they are backing him then? When do we say they are backing him then? When he goes out now and he goes and gets the players that he wants.
Listen, when that fucking apple's on your head and you fucking get that bow, bro, and you shoot and it hits the apple.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I'll believe it, bro.
Sonny,
incidentally, when Vince was talking about back office, he wasn't talking about the tea lady and the
office
stapling.
You got to explain to me because I don't know. You lot celebrate everything, bro. You lot celebrate everything.
Sonny, do you think our targets will take us to winning the league?
They can do. And am I negative now? Am I negative now?
In how many seasons?
This season, bro. If we've got good enough players, we can win the league, bro.
What? Now who's celebrating? This season?
Listen to all the opinions on the 22 game.
That's a lot of pressure on. That's a lot of pressure on our defense.
Guys, the 22-game unbeaten streak. Let me make one thing abundantly clear. This is the Premiership. Who do you think?
It was a fucking.
What the hell do you guys think? This and listen, and some guys talking about draws. It was actually an 11-game winning streak.
Bro, it was a Europa League, bro, against fucking Farmers, and it was the FA Cup against fucking no one, bro.
Who do we think we are? This,
Why are you such
hey,
an
listen,
angry
Lev,
Turk, man?
Lev,
Gal, are you okay?
this is the reason
Gal, you're
why
right.
I talk about
Yeah,
privileged
Lev.
fans, right?
This one
This
is
is
mad,
why
man.
I'm disappointed. Why they? Oh,
My
Stop
family
shouting,
said,
Sonny. That's it. You tell him. Tell him to stop shouting. Go on, mum.
wow. Guys, listen.
Someone's got to do it.
You are lucky to go away to any team away from home and come away with 3 points. You're lucky to even put away 5 or 10 games. Yeah, at the top level, when I just don't understand it. I don't understand the mentality of these fans. I really don't.
Stop trying, Apollo. Stop trying to
We are
understand
Arsenal
it, bro.
fucking football club, bro. Don't tell me we're lucky to go away and win, bro. We are Arsenal fucking football club, bro.
Do you know what, Sonny? I think if you make yourself an app, call it Angry Turk, and then just little use, just ping them at people, you'll make loads of money, man. You should just do that.
You're saying we could go away and we're lucky. We are lucky, right? We are. The only time we are lucky is the fucking coach driver's pissed, bruv, and he gets us there. That's what lucky is, right?
Oh, look, a gal. It says it here, man. Don't be scared of him.
Another thing is not lucky.
Egal, don't be scared of him. It says it in the chat group. Egal, don't be scared of him. Stand up for yourself, Egal. Stand up for yourself.
What am I standing up for? You can't talk reason. And he's not talking logically. The man has lost his head. His head's gone. His head's somewhere else.
You know what? You lot. It's like talking to a bunch of people who've been brainwashed, man. You lot.
No one said anything. No, we haven't said anyone's winning anything. We haven't celebrated.
I'm kicking him out.
Conversation.
Don't fucking mute me on my channel.
Guys, like I said before, it all comes down to expectations.
Just let people talk, bro.
Some of you guys are living on the moon, man.
We've been going for a long time.
Next season would be a good 4th with a better defense, better attack. Will be a good season next season.
Yeah,
if we get our target.
Yeah, I listen. Vincent, you follow my show. You already know I said we're getting top 4 next season.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? Right? Top 4 isn't an achievement, right? Let's get that straight, right? It's not an achievement.
It's progression.
It's not an achievement. Listen, progression don't mean shit if you don't win a fucking cup, right? It's not progression either. Progression don't mean shit. Please, right interruption. Listen, progression don't mean nothing because the next season we start again from square one again. So
let me just get this straight. Progression means nothing.
Listen. Let's get
progression means nothing.
If we finish second one season and we finish 4th one season, it doesn't mean you're going backwards. It doesn't mean nothing. Each season is taken on its own fucking merits, right? According to another Sky Sports Italian reporter, Gabriel's literally done. Bro, if you're on your way somewhere, you're not there yet. It means you're not there yet, right? You're not there, right?
Okay, Sonny, can I ask a question? So, if this season coming, we finish 4th, we play better football, have a better defense, score more goals, would you be happy with that without winning the FA Cup?
Bro, no. If Arsenal had a better season, right, as a whole, than Man United and whoever finished in the top 4 other than Liverpool, yeah, because we've won a trophy, right? You don't look back, right, on finishing in the top 4. Wenger done it for 20 years, 22 years.
No, I'm not saying finishing for top 4. I'm just saying if with the new targets, if they all come in, and our football is better because our football has to improve. Our goal difference has to improve. Our scoring has to improve. Would you be happy if you finished 4th next season without winning anything?
If we don't win the league, I'm not happy, bro.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'm a perfectionist.
That's why he's been an angry man.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up there,
That's very high expectations,
We're
man.
not wrapping up nothing, bro. We're not wrapping up nothing until I say so. We're not wrapping up nothing. Right.
Kesha's left, man. Kesha's left.
Listen,
We haven't even
guys, we're
realised
going to wrap it up now,
arguing.
right? We're going to wrap it up now. Firstly, I want to shout out a few people before we wrap it up, yeah? I just want to say a big thank you to my brother, 101 on Arsenal, fantastic YouTube channel. He's next on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Go and tune into him because it's great, right? Like
a YouTube channel. Great, I didn't even realise. Follow you got a YouTube channel, bro.
That's the name of the YouTube channel.
I didn't even know, bro. You didn't even mention it all day.
Listen, another channel to follow is Levanger's Lounge. You know what? Levanger's Lounge, he does conspiracy theories. He's so lost in his own conspiracy, he don't know what fucking day of the week is at the moment, right?
It's funny, he's a conspiracy theory.
So
that's what you are, Sonny.
Go and subscribe to Levanger's Lounge. He's a great guy. Beyond all that, he's a great guy. Go subscribe to him.
Thanks for the plug, Sonny.
Sabin, my Indian brother, I love you, my friend. You're welcome on the channel anytime, my brother. And please get your friends to subscribe, and they're welcome on the channel as well. Anthony Roberts, keep it level-headed as usual, my bro. Kesh, you know you're my brother. Igal, you know what? We're in a marriage, which we don't get on the gal, but I still love you deep down, right? Everyone, listen. Let's not fucking celebrate until we get there. Kroenke is a cunt. He's always been a cunt. He always will be a cunt, right? Don't get it twisted. We're in the hands of the devil, right? And until that devil, a leopard does not change his spots, Kroenke will shoot that thing in the jungle, right? Don't trust the geezer until it happens, right? Raoul the fraud, he nicked all our money and pissed off, right? You know, catalyst for change, they've all gone. Don't believe it until it happens, right? Don't believe it until it happens. Forget the positivity. It's for the pixies and the fucking dixies, right? It don't work. Wait till they sign these players. When they do, we'll be happy. But then, forget about the names they need to perform. Let's not take our foot off the pedal, right? They've had it too easy for too fucking long, right? Sunny TV Arsenal, keeping it realistic, right? Also, go subscribe to the Arsenal Realist. We might be on later. You never know. If Realist is in the movie, we might be on later, but probably we're going to be on tomorrow. Because you lot are probably sick of my negativity, or is it realism?
Sonny,
what? Go on.
Can I ask you one thing? Can each one of us name one player that gives us hope next season? One player.
Fucking Jesus and Buddha and Allah, bruv. Sunny TV Arsenal, where are you? No, go on.
For me, it's Martinelli. It gives me hope. Anybody else can chime in. Martinelli for me.
I'm going to stay with the manager. For me, Arteta. He's the man. He gives me hope.
Savin, who gives you hope, my friend?
For me, it's Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney. Lev?
Good shout.
You know what? If you're going to get anyone in, get Seb in, because I think that's right. Tierney, he's got that sort of winning mentality. He's from 17, broke into the Celtic team. 18, he captained them. He's won trophies. I've already watched an interview recently. If you haven't watched it, you guys watch it. They say he spreads that mentality all the way through the team. So, yeah, Tierney.
Kesh?
Tierney.
Okay. Igal?
For me, it's the goal scorer, the man of the house, the captain, Aubameyang.
You know what gives me hope? I'm fucking 50 years old in September. Viagra. Because I know as soon as you fucking swallow that shit, it fucking works, right? Sunny TV Arsenal, where are you? Later, people.
Nice one. Hey, listen, Lev,